Seth, electric vehicles are coming into Australia so quickly. In fact, it's probably the most exciting thing that I've seen in my lifetime. You know, almost 10% of all new cars being bought now are EVs. By 2025, they're predicting that to be up to 30% of all new cars are being electric. So it's just incredibly important that businesses all around Australia start thinking about EVs. What are you seeing out there, Seth?
The demand from commercial businesses, whether they're gyms, whether they're retail environments, is just huge. Everyone's trying to figure out, how do we get involved with this? How do we make sure that we're ready for this? So there's a huge wave of requests for more information coming to us.
What people don't understand, like for me, I've had a Tesla now for 6 months. I simply will not use a motel or a hotel that hasn't got an EV charger. I won't go to a cafe or a restaurant or a gym that hasn't got an EV charger, because that's my life.
Yeah.
You were told by Tesla that you need to charge your car up to 100% at least once a week. And to be honest, they're saying charge as much as you can. So they want you charging all the time wherever you go. And if you're not part of that network, they're simply you just got to get an EV charger right for your business rates. You're going to miss out 30% of your market by 2025-26.
I think an easy way to look at it is, everywhere we go with our mobile phones, we charge it. If you go into a cafe or your favourite cafe and you can't charge your phone, you go to the next cafe. Cars are going to be the same. Whether you're staying at a hotel, whether you're going to an event, if you can't charge your car, it's not going to be appealing to your customer base anymore.
And it's like, you're not going to a motel that didn't have Wi-Fi back in the day.
Correct.
Yeah. Exactly right. And for me, I need Foxtel. If I haven't got Foxtel, I'm out.
Yep. No, it makes sense.
Seth, you've just been on the road show throughout the whole of Queensland, talking to body corporates and for apartment blocks. What are some of the myths out there? Like, they're spending so much money on fake news out there. I'm seeing it on Facebook everywhere. Yep. The other day, I'm hearing you can't even get an EV on a carbo. What a joke.
Yeah.
Tell some. Demyth it.
There's definitely some myths out there. Two of the biggest ones that I'm hearing and people asking the most about is around fire and around the ability to get insurance. So people think that if they put an EV charger into their building, they won't be able to insure it. Categorically incorrect. They do need to work with their insurance company and make sure they're communicating what's going on, but you will get cover for your electric vehicles charging in a basement. The other one's around fire. If you look at fire risk, a normal petrol diesel car, if they statistically look at the whole global fleet, it's like 0.1% of those vehicles will catch fire. Yep. When you look at the EV fleet, it's 0.0028. So 80% less likely that an electric vehicle will catch fire than a petrol. So there's more risk from a diesel ute than there is from an electric vehicle. So they're safe, you can get insured, and they're a great investment for a building because they add value.
Yeah, and when bidirectional charging comes out, having a fleet of electric cars that'll be able to, at call, put power back into your building, especially in an apartment.
It's crazy. And most of them are running as embedded networks. They're really ahead of this game. And when we can turn around and say, hey, your whole building is going to become a power source where you can sell back or draw on that energy from the vehicles, it's going to be an absolute game changer.
Oh, it's next level. It's going to fix the duct curve, with all the solar that we use, pouring into the car, running our houses at night. It's unbelievable. And plus, it's just going to save the environment. We're going to get to that net zero faster. Residentially, it's really important. We've got a lot of Sparkies just putting in EV chargers out there. What are they going to think of, mate?
I think it's really important that we take the time to step back and understand what's going on. We need to understand the loading on the house. We need to understand how and when they're going to charge. We need to make sure we're putting in quality product that gets us away from these problems and really looks after the end customer and what they're trying to achieve, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. And see, what's happening right now is that there's all these chats on Facebook, all these groups like Tesla groups and BYD groups, and they're getting all the advice from people that aren't electricians. And they're being told just to plug it into a power point. That's great. What they don't realise, it takes 36 hours. If you're driving it every day, it's like 3 days.
Yeah. It's also a terrible idea from a safety point of view. Those are occasional charges. They're designed for every now and then. They're not designed for a constant load.
Yeah.
Whereas if you put in a proper Type 2 charger, every time you plug that car in, the charger tests the car tests the charger, and you've got increased safety and reliability.
Yeah, very clever. And not just that, it can just control, there's load management features that are incredible. And which is the most important part. As an electrician, we don't want the things tripping or turning off at night in the middle of the night.
Yep. Now, we had a building owner that we were talking to recently. They got 100 apartments, brand new building. They turned on all their air conditioners last summer and they lost the main switch. simply because the design wasn't done right. If you factor that into every residential home, which typically have only a 50 or 60 amp supply, if we go plugging these things without some sort of intelligent load management, we're going to cause problems all the way down the line. So get it done right, design it properly as an electrician, and you'll get a great result and a happy customer.
And the biggest one we get with a residential charger, should they just get a standard cheap charger, or should they get a solar aware smart charger?
My opinion, and obviously yours, John, solar aware smart charger. If I can charge that car for free from the sun, why wouldn't I take advantage of that? So my advice, plan ahead, look for a product that can incorporate with your solar, and particularly one that you know is going to have some chops when it comes to bidirectional charging in the future. Would be advantageous.
There is no doubt that probably within 2 years, our cars can run our houses at night time. So look, it pays to be ahead of the game, but it also pays to pay attention and get the right ones. Your cars are wonderful. Your house is even more valuable too, but your family is the most important part of the whole thing. Don't just get a cheap and nasty charger that could turn into your next fire. Get a good quality charger. It's been around for a long time and get it done right.
100%. Totally agree.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.